Good evening to you all. Thank you all for joining me. So this is a visualization meditation. So visualization in that I'll be talking you through something, but I'll be describing something to you, and it will vary from week to week as we do the Wednesdays in January. We'll start off with something to settle you into the practice, and then I'll take you on that little journey, a journey for your mind. You'll get most benefit if you stay with my voice. And that's the challenge, staying with the voice and listening, because the mind will inevitably begin to wander. When it does, you just escort your mind back to my voice and come back to the meditation. So lying down or sitting, preferably lying if you can. And just feel your body softening, sinking and releasing. Allow the upper back and your shoulders to spread. Maybe move the head a little from side to side, just checking that that neck feels nice and comfortable. And try and encourage a little release there at the back of the neck. Just bringing your head back to stillness. Take your attention to your breath and allow your breath to slowly rise and fall with each breath. Do not try and alter the breath in any way. Just witness the in and the out, the flow, the slow coming and going, the evenness, the quiet rhythm. Allow your body to just be. Now, if you are lying down, just be aware of that body melting into the floor. And if you're sitting, just find a softness and an ease there. You feel safe and secure. Take your attention to your feet and allow the toes to spread and separate. Maybe turn the toes inwards. Maybe flex and release. Allow the instep to let go. The sole of the foot, the ankle and the feet. They're solid and heavy, and feel as though the feet are moving away from you, dense and heavy. So heavy that you feel as if you are unable to move them. Allow your feet to relax and let go. Feel them flopping out to the side. Allow the legs to release, the shins, the calves, the knees and the kneecaps, the thighs and the back of the thighs. Allow your legs to release and let go. Feel as though the legs are moving away from you. They're solid, they're heavy and dense. Taking your attention to your hands, to the backs of your hands, and they might be touching the floor, to the fingertips, the fingers. You might notice that those fingers are just gently curled in at the palms of your hands. Feel the softness in the palm of your hand. Just allow that lower arm to let go, the elbow, the upper arm, the whole arm releasing, moving away. Take your attention to the back and feel the vertebrae maybe release from the base of your spine to the crown of the head. If you're lying down or if you're resting against something, just softening it into its support. Feeling that back part of your body broadening, widening, while still feeling a length through that spine. Just encourage the whole back region of the body to spread, widen, stretch, release. Take your attention and your awareness to the belly, the softness of the belly, the slow, steady breath, the calm, quiet coming and going of breath. Witness the rhythm, the separation of the breath, the pause, and the still point. Feel as if the whole body is breathing, that the breath is breathing the body. Allow the abdomen to let go and feel the softness in the belly. Allow the chest center to open out. And on each inhalation, feel the division of the breath. Allow the openness to create a space within the chest center, allowing you the freedom to breathe mentally and physically. And just allow this freedom to open out into the heart center, creating a releasement, a feeling that you may have not felt for a long time, allowing this center to be filled with peace. And feel this open now, spreading up into the throat to release the voice, to move around the neck, the back of the neck, and then round to the head, the back of the head, the lower part, the crown of the head moving up, the scalp, the space between the scalp and the skull, and even the hair on the head. And as you allow the face to let go and soften, the lower jaw slightly drops, and feel the entire face release. The forehead, the eyes, the eyebrows, the cheeks, the nose, the lips. Feel your whole body release. If you're lying, just allow it to sink. If you're sitting, just allow that release. Just being aware of that steady breath again, that rise and fall of the breath. The ebbing and flowing of the breath with that wave-like motion. Imagine yourself now on a deserted beach. And feel the warmth of the sun penetrating your entire body. And feel the colour yellow from the sun entering and penetrating your entire body, and soak up that sunshine. Allow the colour to drench into your body, releasing, relaxing. Feel your body melting into the floor or melting into its support and dissolving into a relaxation. Feel your entire body mold towards its support. Feel as though you are being supported, cushioned by the sand. Feel the warmth of the golden sand against your skin. Feel the grains of sand slipping through your fingers as you gently caress the sand. Now visualize yourself walking along a sandy beach on a warm summer's day, and feel the firmness of the sand, the coolness, the damp sand. And as you walk along that sand, you create footprints, creating that mark on the sand. You are aware of the footprints that you have left. And as the water starts to move in, those footprints begin to erase. Listen to the sound of the waves as they gently lap up onto the seashore, in and out, in and out. Feel as though you are breathing in unison with the tide. Be aware of the in and out of the breath. Feel the freshness of the ocean, the energy, the life force, the clarity of the air. Allow yourself to breathe. How good it feels to be free, well, and healthy. To be able to do exactly as you wish at this moment in time on this warm summer's day. The beach is quiet, you are alone, and all you can hear are the seagulls. So they swoop and dive, and see how the water shimmers and sparkles and how the sun settles on the water, creating rainbows of light. And just stop for a moment. Look and listen. Drink in all that you can see, all that you can hear. There's a gentle rush of the waves as it moves across the shingle and recedes back, in and out. Without any interference by man. Look now at the tiny pebbles, the tiny beautiful shells that are lying by the water's edge, how they are anchored by tiny bits of seaweed. Where did they come from? What animals lived in their shells? They are all different. Some may have travelled for many miles, perhaps from a foreign shore. Think of the journey. Maybe they came in a storm, or how they were washed into different countries until they come to rest right here on this beach. Look at the different shapes and colours. Every tiny shell had a life journey. Feel the water now gently swirl around your feet, and the tide is slowly turning. Feel the coolness over your feet. Feel the movement, the salt on the breeze, the coolness in the air. Lift up your arms to the sky and stretch. Be aware of the stretch. Feel the opening out of the heart center. Feel the freedom. Feel as though you have been released. How light you feel, how content. Be aware now of the seagulls once again swooping down for food on the incoming tide, and see them weaving in and out of the water. Some are bobbing up and down on the waves. How good it feels just to observe, to have time to wander, to be able to watch. Now you approach some sand dunes, and maybe take a moment to sit or lie on the sand dunes. And from this point, you are able to watch the tide as it slowly comes in and goes out. Just be still. Allow the eyes to look out to the blue horizon. See an endless ocean of blue sea. Feel at peace. Feel at ease. Relax and let go. Feel the healing as the energy is released from the incoming tide. And breathe in that energy. I'll leave you here for a couple of minutes and just stay with this visualization as we just stay together, focusing on the horizon, what you can see, being still, quiet and at peace. So just bring your awareness back into your body, just developing that introspection, just noticing how you're feeling after that practice. How are you feeling mentally now and emotionally? And then start developing some proprioception, that awareness of your external, into your environment that's around you. So just be aware of how you're lying or sitting. Just be aware of the clothes touching your skin, the temperature of the air around you, any noises that you can hear. Pick up that breath. And if you are lying down, you might just gently like to roll onto one side and gently ease yourself back up to sitting. You can stay lying if you prefer. Gently flickering those eyelids open when you're ready to do so, allowing that light to creep back in. Just allowing a smile to come onto your face if you can. So if you found you weren't able to stay for that full visualization, don't worry, don't fret. Like anything, it takes practice. It becomes better with practice. What you've essentially done there is tricked your mind. And if you did it, you've stayed focused, you will have been at that beach, you would have been there. And that's almost like a mini holiday for your brain. So although we've not been able to perhaps delight in our holidays in the last several months, you've given yourself a little bit of a holiday there. Thank you all for joining me. Same time next week. If you can make it, you will feel the difference. Thank you all very much for joining me. I'm just going to stop the recording because I was recording.